I'm Brian Bronfman, president of the Brian Bronfman Family Foundation, one of the founding members of the Peace Grantmakers Network, and chair of the iCanada Peace Alliance. What I do in my work is to develop the field of applied peace, as we term it. Applied peace does not involve political action. It doesn't involve anything symbolic. No one is going to be lighting candles or singing songs, and no one is going to be looking at lobbying or anything. What we're trying to do is get really worthwhile initiatives, worthwhile programs that create a more nonviolent society, that create a more compassionate society, that allow us to celebrate diversity instead of focusing on the other and having divisions, and bringing that to the forefront. We are trying to develop peace as an area of philanthropy, and we're trying to get more general societal recognition of peace as something that's truly valuable and something that can be applied in a very real, concrete way. We involve ourselves with a variety of community organizations, grassroots organizations, and between the community organizations and the world of philanthropy and businesses such as the tech sector that we're working with so closely now, the key really is collaboration. We're not going to make the kind of difference that we want. We will not have the kind of impact that we really need by going it alone. So all that we do involves collaboration, and we've been urging people, convincing people, let's say, to join us, whether as funders, whether as members of, say, the Peace Grantmakers Network, funders of our upcoming Bullying Prevention Symposium, that we, at least in its first instance, because we always want to make things positive, we're naming creating caring communities, or whether it's just actually putting in your time. We have quite a team that's working on aspects of communication, logistical elements. We have all kinds of people that are working together very collaboratively to make this vision into a reality. I think this is important to me, not from any particular personal experience. I am not a victim of bullying. I did not bully anyone myself. I'm very fortunate that I haven't had a great deal of violence in my life, and I can only hope that that remains the case. But in my studies, after going to law school and doing a BA in philosophy, and I also did a master's in environment, which were all wonderful, I never really felt my niche until I ended up studying mediation and conflict resolution. And something within me just felt that this was right. So I eventually recognized that work in resolving conflicts in a transformative manner, in a way that helped bring back the humanity between conflicting parties was in fact peace work. And then I started to learn about a whole variety of other initiatives that may involve youth, may involve kids that are really young and teaching them social emotional learning, that maybe provide conflict resolution or even types of accompaniment services to people adults who are in conflicts. That this really was out there, it was valuable, it needed recognition, and it needed greater support. So as a means of really getting launched, getting greater recognition for what we're doing, our group working together decided that we would launch an annual peace symposium. And the first peace symposium we decided would be on the topic of bullying prevention, given that bullying is such a significant problem in our society, as well as being something that has a great deal of focus in the media, and people think about it and they care about it already. And we have seen a great deal out there that pertains to be bullying prevention or bullying response that doesn't really make that much difference. It might make people feel good. It might allow you to, your organization, your institution to feel that it's done something, but it doesn't get to the heart of things, which is to teach people real skills, real awareness, to change people, starting with youth and starting with really young kids too, to give them the emotional literacy and the communication skills and the conflict resolution abilities that will prevent bullying in the first place, or if it does come up, if these types of conflicts do come up, that kids are able to make their way through them and to really navigate relationships in a much better way than they otherwise could. So these practical approaches to bullying are at the heart of the series of cross-Canada bullying symposiums that we're putting together, and we're very excited to do that. It may be coming to a community near you, and we are always looking for partners, for supporters, for volunteers.